I'm Kevin, and I'm joined by my co-host with Harrison Bader like hair.
Yeah, it's a weird ordeal. Katie is just proving to be childish.
Which is why I don't feel I would give $5 million to Jack Campbell.
I don't know. Baseball is one of those sports where anyone who makes the playoffs really can be a contender.
I think the Padres definitely do it.
I don't think Donovan Mitchell gets traded.
Kyrie Irving does have the track record of not being a great locker room fit, or even good locker room fit.
Bader got some luscious locks. I gotta say it.
This is Zach Bigley, the broadcaster for the Frisco Rough Riders, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin. You guys better subscribe.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Award Predictions. We're already doing predictions, and there's still, Blake Snell was signed, so make sure to check out the video as we talked about that, because that's insane. Now, will he be in this video? You'll just have to find out. But the man that I'm sure is hyped about this season, Austin.
Yeah, I am. I expect this to be a very exciting year. And which award do you want to start out with?
Let's go. We'll go Rookie of the Year, because I think we'll just start there and then go all the way up to MVP.
Okay, AL or NL?
I'll go AL. I'm sipping the Kool-Aid. Actually, I'm gonna go Evan Carter. I was debating between Wyatt Langford. I'm going Ranger. I'm going bias, so probably won't happen. But Evan Carter was just insane in the playoffs, and I can't believe he's eligible for Rookie of the Year. And he's probably a safer bet than Wyatt Langford.
Kevin, I don't think you're drinking too much of the Kool-Aid because I agree with Evan Carter. I'm not as high on you as you with Wyatt Langford, but Evan Carter has proven enough already that I think he is a very good choice for Rookie of the Year.
Well, yeah, I was sipping the Kool-Aid kind of on this because we'll get to it later. But yeah, Evan Carter is just an insane prospect. He's the way he has command of the strike zone is amazing for a guy just coming up. So, and I think he's added a little bit more muscle. So we'll have to see. Then, do you want to go over to NL Rookie of the Year?
Sure. So I was very close with a couple of guys here, but I really am confident with this Giants team. I'm with Young Holy.
That's a good pick. I thought about picking him. I went with Yamamoto. I feel he's going to be great, even though he did struggle against the Padres recently. I think he's going to put it together, and he's going to be a really good pitcher.
Okay.
So now we'll go Manager of the Year. I'll let you choose AL or NL.
I'll go with AL first, and you know that I have the Tigers extremely high, and that means that I think AJ Hinch will end up winning it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Tigers, so that's why I don't have AJ Hinch. And I was thinking of a team. I thought about Ron Washington, but I don't think the Angels are going to be good at all. So I went with Kevin Cash, the Rays manager, because the Rays are kind of dealing with they don't have their superstar due to issues off the field, and I think they're going to need a manager to calm everyone and help set the right lineups. And as you know, in my predictions for the season, I have the Rays being a pretty good team, so I think that gives Kevin Cash the award.
Checks out.
Yeah, and then I'll go over to the NL. I'm going to go Craig Counsell. The Cubs went big and brought in Craig Counsell, and I think the Cubs are going to have a pretty good year. So I believe this would give Craig Counsell the award.
Yeah, that checks out. I definitely think that Counsell could have a great year this year in his first year with the Cubs. And I also have a first-year manager here, and it's Bob Melvin with the San Francisco Giants. If they get the 1 seed overall and they end up being the top team in the NL, I don't see how he doesn't win it in his first season.
Yeah, he's a great manager. He started with the Athletics, then went to the Padres, and of course the Padres were weird. But yeah, it's a great landing spot for him. But now we'll go Cy Young.
Okay. AL Cy Young is where I'll start out, and I think he will be.
Okay, so you have Skubal.
Yes.
Okay. That's a good pick. So my Cy Young is Corbin Burns, the guy that was just traded to the Orioles. I think the Orioles got an ace, and I think it's going to be Corbin Burns for the AL Cy Young.
Okay. And then NL Cy Young, I went with Logan Webb. I think the Giants will sweep a lot of these awards. I'm very impressed with him last year. He came second in Cy Young voting, and I think he'll continue that dominance into a good year.
We are in agreement because I went with Logan Webb. Of course, they have a bunch of already Cy Young winners. Thought about Blake Snell, but Logan Webb to me is a guy that's been coming up, and he's a great pitcher, like in these rankings. So I was like, Logan Webb for my Cy Young. So we agree on that. Now we'll go MVP. Where do you want to start?
Let's go AL. I'll let you go first.
Okay, this is where I was sipping the Kool-Aid. Judge would be a great answer. You could even say Juan Soto too. It's a little bit more open now because Ohtani is not in the AL. But I went with Corey Seager. He had an incredible year last year. I know he's coming off injury, but I think he's going to continue to follow up and will be in the MVP conversation, and I have him winning it.
I ended up going with Juan Soto. I think Judge will play a lot of games this year, but he won't play as many as Soto. And I think Soto really will be that difference maker from the Yankees being a contender for the division to be a contender of the entire league.
Yeah, and I think Judge is kind of going to be dealing with injury, or he's going to be labored. He's going to have a lot more on him by playing center field. But yeah, no, I think that it's going to be a fun race in the AL. Then I'll let you do the NL MVP.
For the NL, I took some time. People want me to say Mookie Betts or Ron Acuna Jr. or Freddie Freeman or Matt Olson or any of these guys. I went with none of them. I didn't even go with Shohei. I went with Fernando Tatis Jr. I think the Padres will return to the playoffs this year, even after losing Bob Melvin and losing Juan Soto, and Tatis will have an amazing year.
Okay, that's a good pick. I went, he's just coming in. I know he's just going to be a hitter, but I think it's going to be Ohtani. Like, he's best player, and I think he's going to keep getting votes. I just hope with all this stuff going on right now, he's able to play and that gets figured out. But I have him going and winning the NL MVP the first time he wins. And he would join. Oh, that would be crazy in mine because Seager hasn't won NL MVP, has he? Okay, never mind. Ohtani would join, was it Reggie Jackson? I don't think it's Reggie Jackson. It's a Yankee.
Did Jackson win in, are you saying with two teams or in two leagues?
Two leagues. Like a guy won the AL MVP and the NL MVP.
Reggie Jackson only won one MVP. I think the one who did it was it Frank Robinson? That's who I think did it.
Who joined Mickey Mantle in the Yankees?
It was Frank
Mickey
Robinson.
Mantle.
It's
Frank Robinson? Okay.
Because Frank Robinson won it with the Reds in 1961, and in 1966 he won it with the Orioles.
Okay. Who am I thinking of then? Oh, I must be thinking of when there were two MVPs that joined. That's what I'm thinking of. But I think Betts won an NL MVP, or has he not?
No.
Okay, he hasn't. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Frank Robinson is it? So Ohtani would join Frank Robinson.
Yep.
Yeah, for the others, I was thinking of when someone joined, I can't remember the guy's name, joined Mickey Mantle after he won MVP in the NL. And Mickey Mantle won.
That may have been what happened, but the only person I think to win it in both leagues was Frank Robinson.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you're right on that. So I would have that happening with Ohtani. But yeah, that's all I got. Any final thoughts before we close this out?
Nope.
Thank you all for listening. We appreciate everyone joining the channel, and please stay with us. And don't forget to check out our March Madness opinions. Those are coming out in just a few days as it's still going on. What a madness it has been, and we'll have coverage with you throughout the whole tournament. And then we got a lot cooking at the end. But thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.